Good morning, everybody. Hello, hello. It's Thursday, December 2nd, 2021. It's already December. My name's Jennifer Cotton, and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Midlothian, Texas. That means I teach people how to make greeting cards, scrapbook pages, gift packaging, and more with stamps, ink, paper, and lots of cool tools. I've been doing this for 20 years now, been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Started out wanting to make a little extra money, but that's all. That was the goal. A little, literally extra money. And it's turned into a 20-year career. So anyone can do this. And anyone can stamp and make cards. You do not have to be creative, because I am not. So just trust me on that. I'm trying to find myself over here on the iPads. Not working out too well today. Anyway, so welcome and thank you for watching. If it's your first time, thank you very much. Hopefully you'll stay tuned in so you can see what, how easy it is to make your own projects with stamps, ink, and paper. I'm trying to get the darn video to show up, but because I can see your comments a lot better over there, so let me scroll down on the phone here. I see Linda, good morning. Hey, Pat, good morning. Hey, Stella, good to see you. Thanks for sharing, Pat. Hey, Susan, good morning. Good morning, Catherine. Yay, you're awake. Susan shared, thank you very much. Hey, Cindy, good morning. Thanks for sharing. Joni is here. Hello, Joni. Oh, it's so hard to scroll on this tiny little phone display. I'm going to look a couple other places over here on the iPad to see if I can find this video. So while I'm doing that, as you come on, say hi. That will get you entered, here we go, to win the 3 cards that I'm making today. Actually, I'm making 4 cards today. I forgot. So you'll be entered to win those just by saying hi, asking a question, whatever comment you would like to make. Hey, everybody. And but then if you share the video, you'll get entered again if you comment that you shared. This works on YouTube and Facebook. The replay of this video is on YouTube later today. And you have a little time. Actually, these are not holiday cards today. So you have some time still to do that to enter for the drawing. I don't do it like right away or anything like that. I don't put a deadline on it because I'm very busy and we just get it done when we can. Okay, Sandy, it says your new mini catalog has repeated pages and a section missing. That is a call Stampin' Up! Situation. I assume you're a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, Sandy, since you have the catalog already. Because we could just order them for our customers yesterday, like packs of 8, and they haven't even shipped to customers yet. So yeah, just call Stampin' Up! And they'll fix it for you. They'll send you a new one. It is available online for all demonstrators, so you can see all the pages right there. Okay, so hello everybody. I'm missing all these highs as you guys are coming on. I'm gonna look at my notes and make sure I said everything. I'm going to go ahead and just real quick talk about back orders because I've been getting questions about it. Stampin' Up! Does not have a bad back order situation at all, especially considering everything going on in the world. We're doing very well, but they've just changed their policy. Instead of taking back orders, we're just not going to take orders for things that we don't have in the warehouse until they come back available. That's all it is. So when you go shopping in the online store and you see currently unavailable, that means it's coming back when it comes back and then you can buy it. So currently unavailable means back ordered, but we're not going to take back orders because then we have to ship it to you when it comes in and not charge you extra for that shipping. So we'll let you order it when we have it in the warehouse and you can actually get it, which also relieves that frustration of, I ordered this 2 months ago, where is it? Because it's still on back order. So hopefully that makes sense. It's no different. We don't have less product. Stampin' Up! Is actually ordering more product than they used to. to keep up with all these times, the supply chain issue, all that stuff. They're ordering more. They're ordering earlier. We, Stampin' Up! Demonstrators, yay, yesterday were able to order every single thing except for one product from this catalog. That's how good Stampin' Up! Is doing with their supply chain. Every product in this book was available for us to order yesterday except for a roll of ribbon. That's pretty good. So they're not ordering less. This catalog's bigger than the holiday catalog. We're not selling less product. We just aren't accruing back orders. So if you have questions on that, let me know. But just remember, when you see currently unavailable, it's just bad wording on Stampin' Up's part, in my opinion. It means we don't have it in the warehouse. We're waiting on more to come in. So hopefully that makes sense. I see lots of people here. Let me scroll back. Thank you for the hearts. Sherry shared. Thank you very much. Jewel, Becky, good morning. Hey, Shirley. Hey, Tammy. Good to see you guys. Liz said, yay, pre-order. Yes. My pre-order's coming tomorrow. I paid extra for it to be 2-day instead of 1 day because today I'm going to be busy getting ready for my team party, which is Saturday. And I knew it wouldn't be here by 9 a.m. Central for the video, so I just paid for 2 days. That way I can take it all to my team party. Everybody that attends in person gets to see the new stuff in person. Of course, I didn't order the whole book, but I'm probably going to get 2 or 3 boxes worth. It's a lot. So I'll be able to show that product next week on my video that I got. And all of it is what I'm using in my upcoming events. Hey, Eleanor. So anyway, yes, and I can order more. There are limits, like 1 of each and 2 of each. But anyway, I can order everything from this book I want. Why am I saying that so much? Because you, yay, Linda, you can do that too. Anyone can be a demonstrator. There's no obligation. Drop something. Oh, and I got a free gift with every 50 and 100 I spent from this little book here. All of it's available. Like, we can even order right now the host gifts from both books instead of waiting and earning them free. You know? Julie, I have the windmill coming too. Yes, love it, love it. So cute. So let me go back here. I got distracted by that comment about the pre-order. Pauline, yay! That makes me very happy, Pauline. Kim, good morning. Sue, Karen. Sue shared to a group. Thank you very much. Yes, when you click that share button, it gives you options. You can put it in a group, send it privately to a friend, post it in your page, and all of that, sharing, commenting, all that helps me. Ooh, it's snowy in Maine, Shirley. It is going to be in the 70s today here. I'm wearing shorts right now, which I'm like, whatever. Anyway, what was I saying? I got distracted. I totally got distracted, so I will just continue saying hi. Brenda, good morning. Janet, Julie, thanks for sharing. Kathy, good morning. Hey, Pat. Sarah, thanks for sharing. Oh, sharing, that's what I was talking about, that you can share it to different places, and you can share it from YouTube as well. All of that helps me in my business. That's what I was trying to say. So I appreciate it, and that's why you get entered to win the cards. Even just watching the video helps me, and clicking like a heart or a thumbs up or a laughy face, all of that helps my business. So thank you very much. Janet, I'm glad you got your prize today, or not today, but whenever you got them, and you are very welcome. Hey, Jean, thanks for sharing, Linda. Good morning, Debbie, Shirley, and Janet in the 60s in North Dakota. That's not bad, I think, for North Dakota, right? Okay, cool. So let me move on. I do have lots of information today, lots of information. I type up a whole newsletter basically for these videos because I can't remember anything. So I'm having a party for my customers in December. If you attend in person on December 18th, for card class, scrapbook, stamp a stack, or sampler. All 4 are offered. We're still being very safe, so there's limited spots. There's multiple spots and times, but you know, we're not just like filling up the whole room. So register early for in person to attend on December 18th. It'll be a party. We'll have some, you know, treats and music and a gift. But if you take my classes, these 4 specifically, to go in December, you're also going to get a gift from me as well. So, again, card class and scrapbook class. You need to sign up for those by December 16th. For card, we're using the Plentiful Plants bundle. We're going to make 4 cards, $15, free with a $20 order. Anyone in the U.S. can take these. Everything I offer is offered to go. These also are offered in person, these 4 only. Everything else is to go. These are also offered to go. So 4 cards, $15, free with a $20 order using Plentiful Plants bundle. The class is December 18th. Yours will get mailed on December 20th, or you can pick them up after the 18th. So it's a little late for Christmas at that point. Scrapbook, we are making 2 more Christmas pages. So we always end up doing 4 12 by 12 for Christmas. We did 2 last month. We'll do 2 different ones this month using my favorite Merriest Moments bundle. And then we'll do a New Year's layout as well. And using the Heartfelt Wishes stamp. So 3 12 by 12 pages, $15, free with a $20 order. Sign up for both of those by December 16th. You can take it to go, mail, pick up, in person. You can even check out the supplies from me and stamp at home if you're local. And then the other 2, you need to register by December 12th. That's your deadline. And they are sampler, which is $28. You get $20 in merchandise, and we cut, die cut, punch, everything possible. Let me show you one of the samplers for this month. Oh, that's good, Linda. She saved the video in case she gets interrupted and we'll be able to find it. So thank you. Very smart, actually. This is one of the samplers from this past month. We actually did 3. This one is the Merriest Moments bundle. So that's what I'm using on Scrapbook this month. But anyway, we did 3. 2 of them are not here right now because people have them checked out to stamp at home. But that's what a sampler is. It's 12 by 12 art that you can frame. Of course, I have framed ones all over this room right now. Here's the Halloween one. So 12 by 12 frame there. And it's $28. We cut, die cut, punch, emboss, everything possible we can. And then we, I'm reading your comment, Sarah. We package it up in order of the little squares, and we give you a PDF tutorial. Okay, so stamp and assemble at home. Now, the theme is winter. We're using Merry Snowflakes bundle, this bundle right here with all these super cute snowflakes. There's actually more dies behind this. You get 14 dies in this set. I believe there's more. And here's the stamp set. So it'll be a wintry theme with this paper. Peaceful Place. Yes. So silvers and grays. Isn't that going to be pretty? Yes, it is, but it's not Christmas. It's New Year, so you can take it, and even if you get it put together after Christmas, no problem, because it's New Year it's winter themed, not New Year. So that's going to be really pretty. Sampler, $28. You can take it individually one time, mail, pick up, all that, or you can have it, or you can join the club, cancel anytime, but you can join the club, and if you're in it consecutively for 6 months, you get $25 free from me. It's the same exact price. Being in club just gives you benefits. And you can cancel the club at any time. Thank you, Pat. And then Stamp-A-Stack, same deal. I have last month's Stamp-A-Stack, not this month because we're not doing Christmas this month. So last month we made 12 cards, so 3 of each of 4 designs. These are the ones from last month. And again, we cut, die cut, punch. You do cut your designer paper on these kind of classes. So which club? The one I just talked about is Sampler. Stamp-A-Stack is the same, it's just $30. So Sampler Club, you can join. There'll be a link in the video description, Facebook, YouTube, and you can also contact me, but it's on my blog, stamptherapist.com. Stamptherapist.com. You'll see it when I point the camera down. So there's 2 clubs a lot of people are in both, but you can join one or the other, with or without shipping. If you're in both, join one with shipping, one without. I'll combine. So Stamp a Stack is 12 cards, 4 designs. Cut, die cut, punch, emboss. You cut your DSP and stamp and assemble. Yes, Marcia, I was wondering if you were going to pick your stuff up, but lots of people, you know, I have lots of people's stuff here, so I wasn't worried, but I was like, I'm sure Marcia wants her $25 gift she just earned. Anyway, and it includes 20 in merchandise. Did I say that? So, like last month, they got, I think, half a pack of designer paper, 2 half rolls of ribbon. We used 2 ribbons, I believe, some gems, all kinds of stuff in there as well. And then PDF tutorial. So that one is $30. Now, again, you can take it individually. These emails have gone out. It went out December 1st at midnight with the registration links for everything I'm going to say has a registration link unless it's coming soon. And it all went out in that newsletter, which is very long. Just keep scrolling. Read the pink subject line. If that doesn't interest you, scroll to the next pink subject line and see what applies to you. You might be like, sampler, not interested. Stamp a Stack, not interested. Oh, scrapbook class. Let me read this one, you know. Hello, everybody. I see. Let me catch up here. And hi, Marcia, by the way. Hey, Tommy. Yay. I'm glad you're here. Hi, Karen, by the way. If you have any more questions, Karen, let me know. Stacy, hello in New York. Thanks for sharing. And Sarah, yeah. The good thing, Sarah, the in-person is on the 18th. Let me make sure I'm right. And you can register by the 16th, so you have time to decide if you can attend in person. Just hopefully that will help you out there. You can still register for classes, but the in-person is a separate link, very important. And so you still might be able to do that up until the last minute. Hopefully that makes sense. And you can always check with me, you know, and say, hey, can I do it? I just have to know you're coming because we specifically set up that many chairs. We decide where the tables are going to go based on how many are coming and separate people and all that stuff. So anyway, hey, Jewel, thanks for sharing. Hey, Dorothy, good morning. Okay, so those are those 4 classes. I do them every month. You can join the clubs. Card and Scrapbook have clubs as well. They're just run differently. Ask me if you have questions on those. Okay, I had been advertising my bonus classes, Counting Sheep and Dahlias, and we had them, but we ended up with extras. So if you missed out on these, they include a free, this one has the dies as well, the sheep, Counting Sheep stamp set and sheep dies are behind there. Everything cut, die cut, punched, etc. Dimensionals, ribbon, designer paper. There's that one, and then the Dahlias. And this one makes 6 cards. This one makes 4 cards. They're $35 each. They include over 20 in merchandise, plus the stamps or dies for free. I mean, stamps or stamps and dies for free. But I just have like 1 sheep and 2 Dahlia available. So if you want those, let me know ASAP. And then, so there's no registration link for that. Just let me know. New catalog kickoff. So again, next week I'll be able to show you the product that I'll be using because I ordered it yesterday. And this is an in-person or to-go event. I lied. This one is in person. On Saturday, January 8th. Sign up by January 2nd. We will be making at least 8 projects using new product called Crane of Fortune, page 23, Slim Sayings, page 52, Happy Hedgehogs, page 64, and Catching Butterflies, which is on page 6 of the celebration brochure. We'll be using those to make our at least 8 projects. You're going to get product with your fee. $35 is how much those 2 classes are, not this one, but the sheep and Dahlia are $35. Well worth it. And shipping is separate, of course. Shipping is, oh, that's what you're asking. Let me read the full question. $9 for shipping, which honestly, sometimes I'm losing money on shipping nowadays, but $9. So that's how much it cost. Nobody ever doubts Stampin' Up shipping cost. I mail stuff all the time. It's not cheap. I know you're not saying that, Terry, so I'm just saying. To me, $9 sounds expensive, but dang, postage. Woo! Anyway, new catalog kickoff is January 8th. If you take, yes, Terry, I always combine shipping. Lots of people took both of those classes, so definitely you just pay shipping one time, even if you take both. What else? Saturday, January 8th. In person is 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. in DeSoto, Texas. You're going to get, of course, PDF tutorials. You can buy the tutorials only for all of my events. It's $25 for this one if you want tutorials only. You can add shipping when you register. In person, there's going to be 4 stamping demonstrations. It's just going to be awesome. So you can register for that now. And again, you can take it to go as well. You can add on those stamps and bundles when you register if you like, or you can, of course, supply them yourself, especially if you're a Stampin' Up demonstrator. But you'll be able to order them in January if you're not a demonstrator. And you can pre-order them now. I'm not charging you yet for them. I'll charge you when I'm allowed to. But you can also join now in December, and you can add any of this merchandise that's available to your starter kit. So join. That's one of our perks, is we get to order first before all those back orders happen. So like there's one product currently that's low inventory. When I looked this morning in this catalog, it's some new dies that are like gardening. There's like a ladder. They're really cute. So again, join now, order what you want, so that if back orders occur, like someone in my team, she was like, I ordered all the punches in the whole mini catalog in case they go on back order. Okay, so anyway, that's the sneak peek. Next up, retreats. I have in-person stamping retreats. Actually, you can work on anything you want there. People sew, they quilt, knit, all that stuff. They work on scrapbooks, they work on cards, they work on, books, albums, meaning like handmade books, not scrapbooks. Anything you want. It's your retreat. You have your own table. You get to work on what you want. So they are May 12th through 15th, 2022, and August 11th through 14th, 2022 in Temple, Texas. I have all the information if you need that, but there's a Facebook group, Simply Spoiled Retreats. Join that group, and then you'll be able to see all the info there. We do swaps that are optional. We have stuff there, as I have a retreat partner, April McCrite. We have our products there that you can use and test out. You can sign up for a massage if you want for an extra fee. Your meals are provided. You get gifts from us. You get a $50 goodie bag. You get 10 make and takes. You get a bed. It's pretty awesome. And now all of these will be offered to go as well when those times come up. Now we actually have a retreat in March that's full, but that'll be offered to go. So there's one coming up in March, which, speaking of windmills, I believe that's what we're using for the retreat. That suite there. Again, I can show you that stuff next week. And then in January, we have our cruise, which is offered to go as well, the crafting portion. So real quick though, coming soon. So I just haven't had time to set up my links and do my pricing and all that, but we have a designer paper and ribbon share coming up. You can just do the paper or the ribbon or both, or you can add on the party and have make and takes and a Facebook party and extra videos. That's what you want to add on, but it'll be up to you. So that's coming soon from this new catalog, of course. The Get Ready for Spring Stamp Camp in the US and Canada. So if you live in Canada and you're watching this video, you can take this class through Genevieve Co. I'll have all the info once she and I get our links set up and all that stuff. We're doing rainbows and spring, little deer, and I'm trying to remember, Easter. So going to be so cute. And then I already said this retreat in a box, March 2022 is coming. Okay, so real quick on this cruise, April and I, basically we got to see the catalogs online at our Stampin' Up convention, and that evening we stayed up late and pored over the catalogs and decided what product we're going to use for our cruise. So you can still attend the cruise out of Galveston, Texas, January 30th through February 6th. It's going to be amazing. Anyone can come. They don't all have to craft, etc., etc. Good morning, Hannah. And of course, that's going to be amazing. But if you can't do that, then you can take it to go. So this is a mega. So the price includes that. Our regular retreats are about $99 to go. So this one's like $200. So it's well worth it. You get so much in this mega cruise retreat to go. Okay, so first of all, you're going to get a free bundle from Celebration. I keep losing my book. From this book. I showed it in that video. Excuse me. I have to get a drink of water. I showed Friendly Hello stamp set and designer paper when I showed all the stuff from these products. That video's on YouTube. You're going to get that with your fee, plus $150 in product, plus 6 classes that you will complete at home if you take it to go. Now, if you're on the ship, we provide all the stamps, ink, everything. You just provide your adhesive and scissors and stuff. We provide the ink, the stamps, all that. Anyway, you're going to make a travel album, 10 cards. These are different classes. A sampler class with 2 samplers, a Valentine class with cards and treats, a fun fold card class with at least 4 cards, and another class with either a mini album or a 3D project. We just are still deciding our specific projects. So 6 classes, 150 in merchandise, gifts, a bag. We're using the Friendly Hello. We're using, which you'll get with your fee, Hello Beautiful, page 50. I know you haven't seen these yet if you're not a demonstrator. Artfully Layered, page 33, and Sweet Conversations, page 9. So, y'all, of course, PDF tutorials, packaged carefully. Yeah, it's awesome. So, every other page here is upside down. It's weird. I don't know what I did yesterday. Lots of leftovers to create more. It's going to be awesome. So, take that mega cruise retreat in a box. The registration link is in the email that went out yesterday and on the group. Okay, let me see here. Catch up. Hey, Diane. Good morning. Hey, Jackie. Got you, Terry. Good morning, Pam. All right. So next up, oh, and we have a cruise in January 2023 that you can register for now. Also gives you time to pay it off, and it's on Allure of the Seas out of Galveston, Texas. Real quick, Julie, the only stamps you receive with the retreat, you never receive stamps with our retreats in a box. On the cruise, the only stamps you're getting is the Hello, Friendly Hello, I forgot the name already, Friendly Hello stamp set from this catalog. The rest you provide yourself, or you can add them on when you register. And that, we never include those because if that will restrict people from signing up if they already own the stamps. So hopefully that makes sense. So you're getting ribbon, designer papers, embellishments, things like that. Yes. Okay, my this month Christmas gift giving game class with games on Zoom is happening next week. So Landa's getting, I think she finished cutting the packets today, and I'm mailing them tomorrow. So that one too late, but the next one is in March. So this is way ahead of time, but mark your calendars, Thursday, March 10th, and it's Daffodil Daydream card class with games. So you'll get make and takes mailed to you. You'll get to gather on Zoom and have a chance to win hundreds of dollars in prizes. That's Thursday, March 10th is the date of the games. So, but you can register now. Okay, December Paper Pumpkin. Don't forget to sign up for our craft box kit in the mail. All about puns. Lots of pun. We have bananas. We have cherries. All kinds of fruit. in this kit. It's going to come in a box like this. There'll be a stamp set, ink, instructions, all the paper you need. Adhesive is in that kit. It's great for, like, that would be a great gift to give for the holidays. You could subscribe or you can order it. And I'm reading your Beverly's post about the post office has 2 packages from me for her to pick up. Very exciting. So that paper pumpkin kit would make a great gift for anyone that you would like to get into crafting, who wants to get into crafting, who's not into crafting, because everything's in the box. And the stamp set's exclusive. You get the ink, you get all the accessories. Like, all they need to provide really is scissors to be able to complete it. So you can grab those now. The deadline is December 10th. And then, knock on wood, hopefully, we can't promise anything from the post office, but hopefully you'll have it before the holidays, to give those as gifts or have them as activities at your parties or whatever. So the deadline is the 10th. It's only $22. If you subscribe, which I'll put links, it's only plus tax, so that saves you money. Or you can go to my store and purchase them. It's called pre-purchase, 1, 3, 6, or 12 months. And you can get multiples. You can change your subscription to as many as you want and then change it back the next month to 1 or whatever. But on the pre-purchase, you have to type it in one at a time. You can't say I want 1 month worth and I want 5. You have to get 1 month, 1 month, 1 month. And you'll get an email on the pre-purchase to activate it by the 10th. Any questions, just let me know. All right, so specials is that last chance list. This amazing holiday catalog is ending. The official last day is January 3rd, but everything's going to be while supplies last. Julie, yes, you get Friendly Hello bundle with your 150 in product, which of course that's on top of the 150, but we're using 3 other bundles, so you would need those. I hope that makes sense. Definitely feel free to private message me if you have any more questions on that, or join that Facebook group, because we have it all like typed out there, and then you can comment there for questions as well. But I, of course, can answer questions, you know, by messenger or whatever. Okay, so this catalog is ending. Not only, of course, I can open this one. We're not allowed to show you the inside of that other one yet. Not only is it ending and lots of stuff is retiring, all my red R's mean retiring, but then a lot of it is discounted as well. So this was in the email yesterday. Here's my list where I've marked my catalog with it and marked discounted prices. Actually, that's the carryover list. Here's the one with the discounts and stuff. So we see discounts there. I'm going to go over this at the end of the video. So after I stamp, if you want to hang around, I'm going to go through this book and show you exactly what is going away, what's on sale, and what, as of this morning, is sold out. So stay around for that if you like. And then, so in addition to that, like last chance, get it while you can. Don't delay, because if something sells out, we told you it was going to be while supplies last. All of it that's retiring is while supplies last, even stamp sets. And like, for example, someone had asked me yesterday about Baubles, Bright Baubles bundle. It was unrelated to this question, but anyway, then I noticed today that stamp set is low inventory, so it's going to sell out. They're not going to be any more available. Bright Baubles, for example, get that now. So if it's been on your wish list and it's retiring, now is the time to get it. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so we have the last chance list and then the clearance rack. They added lots of really good stuff to the clearance rack yesterday. I did screenshots over on this Business Builders. I get all my names mixed up. Business Facebook page. But of course, a lot of that's probably sold out by now. So that's while supplies last. Now, I'm going to go ahead and point my camera down. I do have some cards to show you guys that I received recently. And also, I'll talk about my special that I'm offering this month. So, let me point the camera down. Julie, let me know if I answered you good. Ooh, I almost pushed the finish button for some unknown reason. Okay. So let me clip it in now. Okay, so clicky clicky there. Here are some cards I received recently. First of all, thank you very much. This one is from Chad. Why am I going to blank on your last name, Chad? Chad Williams from Stampin' Up. He's our district manager, basically. And he was congratulating me on those, the recognition I told you about last week at the end of the Stampin' Up year. But isn't that a pretty card? So I got that from Stampin' Up. See? But from Chad. And then I got some Christmas cards in the mail. I don't want to accidentally show anyone's address. This was from Darla. She's on my team. Thank you, Darla. Super pretty. Using up that designer paper. Now's the time. And then I got this from Oma. She's always the first Christmas card I get every year. Isn't that cute? And that Celebration designer paper, which is retired now. So cute. And lots of cool stuff there. And I thought that was cool to use that. Now I'm going to blank on the name of this painted texture, I think, embossing folder, because it kind of looks like snow as her background with the penguin. And then I got this from Robin on for Thanksgiving. And isn't that so pretty? And she sent it to the whole family. Super pretty. Stamp the inside there. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Thank you, Robin. I don't know if Robin's here today. She might have to work. Oh, and this, I got lots of gifts, and I showed y'all some of them last week from our team gathering for the Stampin' Up convention. But then I really went through them yesterday and, you know, distributed everything in my house. And this tag was so pretty from Pat on one of the gifts she gave me. So thank you, Pat. Okay, so every month I have an online ordering special. We're in a new month now, December. So I have a new online ordering special, and how it works. I just realized that it's not even stuck down and very crooked. How it works is if you place an online order with me for the month, so this in this case in December 2021, using the monthly host code, if it's under 150, if your order is 25 or more, you get a free class packet to make 4 cards. And I always tell you which stamp set it is, which I'll show you in just a second. I totally forgot to say that at the beginning. Anyway, you get a free class packet to make 4 cards. And this is what the class packet looks like. Of course, usually there's a thank you card in there, as well as possibly an embellishment or 2 if you earned those. So that's with a $25 online order, separate from all my events, using the host code, which you enter when you're shopping in the store. You go to the cart, the little shopping bag. You see checkout in like red or pink. And then above that, you'll see add host code. And you click on that and a box opens up and you can copy and paste or type this in. Then that links you to my special, which is if your order is 25 or more, you get this for free. If it's 50 or more, in the first half of the month, December 1 through 15, you're going to get a full roll of white crinkled seam binding for free, no charge, mailed to you. And then in the second half of the month, you can do another order if you like. I have a limit of 1 class packet per month, but I have a second accessory. So December 16th, I'll release a new host code. And if you place a 50 or more order December 16 through 31st, you get a free full pack of elegant faceted gems. But this month I have an extra special. So the stamp set we're using is Shaded Summer. I didn't go with Holiday at all because you'll receive this kit in January. Totally free. So in December, if you place a single order of 150 or more, the 1st through the 15th, you'll get these 2 products free, as well as these dies for free. And then if it's 16 through 31, you'll get these for free with the Elegant Gems. So what are these? These are the Summer Shadows dies that were available free with a purchase during Celebration. And now they're no longer available. They're not coming back. And it's 11 dies, and I will be using them on the projects today. Now, don't worry if you just place a $50 or $25 or $50 order and you get the class kit with no dies. You are able to complete all your projects because we pre-die cut for you. But wouldn't it be nice to have these dies on hand where you can die cut out the flowers that come in this stamp set instead of hand cutting them out? So you'll see all that when I make these cards. Okay, I hope I made sense. Hey, Gian. Limit 1 class packet per month, up to 2 accessories, and then you also might earn if you place a $150 or more order. By the way, which don't use the host code if you do, because then you are at a host benefit from Stampin' Up, and you'll get to choose $15 in free merchandise and get all of this free from me, depending on which half of the month you order. Any questions, let me know. Hopefully it makes sense. Okay, so of course today I'm going to make these 4 cards so you can see exactly what you'll be getting. And you'll have instructions, even though I will still type a PDF tutorial. And you will be able to complete them from that as well. So Shaded Summer is a red rubber stamp set in our annual catalog. And even though it has the word summer in it, it's just flowers. We have tons of flowers. I mean, maybe these are a summer flower specifically. I don't know. I don't know what kind of flowers they are, but they're just pretty flowers to me. It's stems with leaves and buds and little, I guess, tiny, tiny buds as well. 2 different versions of that, and they're in those dies that you can get free with a $150 order. There's dies to cut out all 3 of the floral images. But then there's so many good greetings that are not summer. So they are, may the good you do come back to you. And there's certain words that are highlighted by being in cursive instead of like a all caps font. So may the good you do come back to you. Above and beyond, you go there a lot. Love you, friend. Happy birthday. Some friendships are just meant to be. Hello, you. And thank you. So that is 10 stamps. It's a great stamp set. All right, so let's get started and make our first card. This is how your package comes. I don't know if it will be in the same order because Lando will be prepping it most likely. But it's card inside a clear envelope, card pieces, and then your card base. So this first one is basic white card base, 5.5 by 8.5. You just take your 8.5 by 11 and cut it in half. And then you want to go ahead and fold that in half normally. You'll have PDF instructions plus this video, but normally you just fold it in half with your bone folder, align the 2 corners on the table, use your bone folder to press instead of your finger. Not only can your finger put smudges on there, even though we think our hands are clean. Oh, funny you should say that, Sarah. You will see my last card. And then there's less wrinkles on the inside if you use the bone folder. So less smudges, less wrinkles. The next level up is to score it with your paper trimmer, but I'm always too lazy to do that. Then inside this packet is some designer paper. This one I'm getting from the retiring, soon to be, possibly not available, Harvest Meadow designer paper. I chose it because of the colors in it. In this particular design, it's Misty Moonlight, and I'm using Misty and Night of Navy. But just a reminder, that paper is really pretty. It was the fall paper this year, but it's totally both fall and all occasion. So if you haven't grabbed that yet, it's retiring. Go ahead and get it while you can. And anyway, that's where I got it from. So let me show you the back side. The side I'm using, the back is, I believe, Calypso Coral. Bumblebee, Cajun, Crumb, Misty, and Succulent. That's all they list. That's kind of Cajun. I mean, Calypso Coral, though. Anyway, this side is just Misty Moonlight with a little bit darker Misty Moonlight decorative images on there. Okay, so that's 4 by 5 1/4, which is 1/4 inch smaller than the front of the card. And where's my sample? I'm not wrapping any ribbon around the back of this. I'm not tying anything around it. Nothing weird. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this to my card base and get it out of the way. And then, like I said, I think you want these dies, but you don't have to own them to make these cards. As you can see, we're going to pre-die cut for you. Now, there may be pieces stuck in there because it would be very time consuming for us to poke all those out. You can quickly just pop them out with your hand, or take your pick tool, but I like a toothpick instead, because see how it's touching my finger underneath? I don't want to get stabbed, which I always do when I use my take your pick tool. I use that for other stuff, which I will be using on these cards today. So, and then, so poke all those out. I'm trying to get ahead of myself here. So whatever didn't fall out when we die cut it. Same for these leaves. There might be pieces in this detail leaf. Then there's the solid leaf. So all of that's going to be in your packet. Now, if you didn't receive the ribbon for free, we will have some ribbon pre-cut in this packet for you. And if you didn't receive these gems for free, there will be some in this packet for you, and each one going forward in the other 3 cards I'm going to make today. I'm using mine as if I got these free. Of course, this is used, but yours won't be used. Okay, so this card has ribbon and gems is my point. Okay, so on the flowers, there is like more of a half or a side view of the flower and the like full flower, front view, whatever. And it's 2 pieces. You can use them individually, but I'll have to match this up when I put the glue on. There it is. You can use this individually, the detail flower or the solid one, or you can combine them the way I am on this card. So I've cut these on this card in 2 different colors. Lighter on the back is Misty Moonlight, darker on the front is Night of Navy. Then for the leaves, the larger set of leaves, which is a 3-leaf stem, has 2 dies, the solid one and then the detail one that can go right on top. I cut both out of soft succulent. And then there's a smaller, much smaller set of 2 leaves. It doesn't have the detail die, it just has the solid one. So all that's going to be pre-die cut for you. And then there's a white label for our greeting, and that is from my favorite potted succulents dies, my second favorite from the annual catalog. Yes, it's potted succulents. Yes, it cuts out lots of flowers and flower pots and all that. There's a stamp set that matches it, but I'm addicted to these 4 labels that come in this set of dies. I own 2 sets of these. I think they're wonderful. So that's where that came from. Okay, so on this card, you're basically going to stamp your greeting and in Night of Navy and then a symbol. So Night of Navy, oh, sorry, that's not what I want to point out. What I want to point out is this greeting. Is that it? Hold on. Okay, never mind. It says, "May the good you do come back to you." Isn't that nice? You could just give that to almost anyone. Tap, 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 gentle, gentle. You don't want to get ink all over the edges of your red rubber stamp because then it might come off on your card. I'm going to hopefully stamp this straight. By the way, a lot of people that earn these free kits from me don't own the stamps that I use, and they just substitute what they want. But this is the free kit you can get this month. I'm going to go ahead and close that up. Everything with Stampin' Up! Matches and coordinates. So Night of Navy, light, dark Misty Moonlight is almost Night of Navy, right? Okay, to put this together, I need my silicone craft sheet. That's gonna let me put adhesive on the back of these super skinny pieces, just like a tape runner. I'm using Stampin' Seal, without getting it all over my table or scratch paper, which then other projects stick to and get ruined. So I'm putting my detail large flower on the silicone craft sheet upside down. And I'm just going to put little pieces of this adhesive in a few spots around this flower. There is no need to cover the whole thing. The only difference is if you did cut it, if you added the adhesive sheets to your cardstock before you die cut, then it will be covered in adhesive, and that's perfectly fine. It's just not necessary if you're adding it later. Even if you're using a liquid glue, you're going to be fine to just put dots in certain spots all the way around. Okay, so now let me match this back up. These flowers are not too hard to match up the patterns because each petal is, they're not too similar, put it that way. I'm going to grab my adhesive remover. If you don't have one of these, you can get it when you take any of my events. You can add on the adhesive kit, which comes with one of these removers, and a sand eraser, a 6-inch ruler, and then several Stampin' Up! Adhesives. And it just, this one takes off tape runner adhesive. You just use it kind of like a paper eraser. And then it will gum up on the edges here, and you can pinch that off and throw that in the trash. Okay, now for the other flower, I could do the same exact thing, but it has on the detail one a larger section here where I can put dimensionals on the back and they won't show on the front. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to use mini Stampin' Dimensionals because I love them, but also they fit in these small spaces so well, right? Isn't that awesome? So I did 2 on the 2 large sections, and then I'll just attach this detail flower of the smaller one to the more solid flower with dimensionals though. And then I'm going to add this detail leaf with my Stampin' Seal, just like the flowers, the first flower. Okay, so after that, I'm ready to put this together. By the way, if you just came on, or since the beginning, as you come on, comment on the video to be entered to win these 4 cards from today. You can also share the video and comment that you shared. You can do all this on YouTube and Facebook. On YouTube, you can also subscribe and then comment that you subscribe to get entered. Okay, so for this, I'm going to kind of lay out what I want. The flowers are going to kind of be at the top left, larger leaf to the left side of those flowers and smaller to the right. And then my greeting's going to go down here, and I'm going to do something crazy with my ribbon that I copied from Alejandra Gomez, one of my team members, who I also do the what is that called? The share with, the paper party share. So she'll be participating in that with me. She has a great style, so we work well together. So this is the basic layout: flowers top left, greeting bottom right. And I'm going to add the 2 flowers with Stampin' Dimensionals. So I'm going to pick up my pieces here, kind of one at a time, and add these flowers, these images back on. So I'll do that large flower. And then the small one, so it's going to be like double popped up. I'm just using 2 mini dimensionals on each one. And then I'll grab my silicone. The leaves I placed flat. That way everything's not popped up. It gives some variety sort of in the design. And then the small, really tiny, they're not tiny, but they're very small leaves. Those will be flat as well. So silicone craft sheet there. And then before I attach my greeting, I want to put ribbon behind it. And I wanted something where the ribbon was just behind it. And I thought about doing the whole like messy ribbon thing, but I decided on something different. So hopefully this will make sense. It's basically like a fork bow, but your hand is the fork. Alejandra does this all the time. And we're making basically a triple bow, but the tails are not going to show on this. So I got my left hand, 4 fingers, and I'm going to wrap the ribbon. This is the white crinkled seam binding that you can get a full roll of free with a 50 or more order, December 1 through 15, plus the class kit. So your ribbon will be pre-cut for you. I'll measure it out, but I like to do it from the roll if possible. So on the left side, on the right side of my hand here, where my palm is facing up on my left hand, I've got a little bit of this ribbon hanging off. I hope I'm remembering this correctly. And I'm going to kind of spread my fingers apart so this is wide. And I'm going to basically wrap this ribbon around so that it goes around 3 times. So that's the second one. There's my third one. So there's 3 loops there. And then I'm going to, I can't remember now. I think I have to do it like this. So I'm going to take the one that I'm still holding in my right hand, the loose end, and just like a fork bow, it's going to go up between my 2 center fingers, and then underneath all of that, below the ribbon between my 2 center fingers, come back up. I do need to cut this, so I'm just going to trim this. It'll be fine because I'm not making a bow, so I don't need to, just need enough to tie. Okay, so I have the piece that came up from between, and I have the original. Let me see if I'm doing this right. It's not gonna work. Let me start over. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Between the 2 top fingers. I feel like I'm doing something wrong. Why does this have to happen on national TV? Yeah, I'm not doing it right. Hold on. Let Jennifer's brain think. Where's a fork? It's the back. Maybe this one needs to be the back piece. Okay, so I'm going to reverse it. The back one. I'm glad you like this, Linda. I'm going to reverse it. I'm going to wrap it around my 4 fingers so that there is a piece coming from the back that is sticking out of 3 inches. And then I'm going to wrap the other piece around my fingers 3 times. And then that same one, how do I do this? Oh my gosh, I can't remember now. I'm just going to tie it in the middle is basically the deal. Y'all should, I'm glad you can't see my face right now because I'm like turning very red. This is why you should leave it on the roll and have a longer piece so you have plenty to work with here. Oh my gosh, I got confused. Okay, so I'm gonna go back up there. Am I still on 3? Yes. I'm just gonna do it twice. I don't know what I'm doing. You basically put 3 loops around your fingers, 3 ribbons, and then wrap it all up in the middle and tie it. So this is not a perfect bow, but that's not what my purpose is. I'm so embarrassed that I can't do this right. My gosh. Oh, thank you for the heart. Let's see if we can modify it real quick. Why did this go super smooth when I made the one the other day? 0 issues. I made it in 1 pass. By the way, I'm sure there is another way to get this effect without using your hands. Just wrap it around cardboard or something and then tie it off in the middle. The point is we want 3 loops and 3 loops and tie it in a knot in the middle. We're not making a real bow, so we can cut off these loops. This is going to look cute on the card no matter what. Then we'll take our greeting, add adhesive right across the middle, just tape runner. And then I'll put the 3 prettier loops toward the top. See the effect I was going for? 3 loops, 3 loops. I know this one's wonky, but it's still going to look pretty. Nobody would know that we had all that trouble. I'll perfect this technique before I type my instructions. I'll do photos, all that junk. I'm going to add Stampin' Dimensionals across, including on top of the ribbon. Never let them. I know, Margie. Gosh. I probably was right the first time. Never let them see you sweat though. Yeah, y'all saw me sweat today. And there it is. That's it. So however you end up with your ribbon back there, if you have this kit or you make these on your own, it's going to look great. I'm going to add some gorgeous, elegant faceted gems, which come in clear, petal pink, and white. So there is a difference between the clear and the white. If you just get the class kit with no extras, you may get white or clear in that case, and then when we use pink, you'll get pink. So I'm going to use clear for this card, and take your pick tool, the pointy one, and I'll place a large clear, I think I did a couple of large ones on this card. So to the top right of the flowers, left side of the flowers, and then a small one just down here on my greeting. And that is the finished card. I struggled with that ribbon, but it still came out pretty. Hope you guys like it. I liked how this card turned out, even though it was slightly like a struggle in the designing process, not the ribbon thing. So there we go. There's your first card. Thank you guys very much. You only had 2 loops. Wrap the third. Yeah, girl, I don't know. I mean, I understand you, but I have to do it in slow-mo without a video camera pointed on me. Okay, so thank you I know my life struggles, Janet. So there's our first one. I'm going to put the good bow, though, in the one you can win today. And then we'll go on our next card. Don't worry, I'm not doing any horrible ribbon tricks on the next ones, but I am doing a double bow on one, but that should be fine. Okay, so our next card is Night of Navy card base, and then all your pieces inside the packet. But this one is as y'all know, my favorite fun fold, which is a Z fold. So all you're going to do is fold your Night of Navy 5.5, 8.5 in half, just like I did the first card. But then you'll do a second fold. You take the front of the card, fold it all the way back to the left edge. So it's folded in half, right down the middle. Simple, simple. It's called a Z fold. Easiest fun fold to make because there's no measuring. You just fold it. And then our pieces we have a basic white 4 by 5 1/4, and that one goes right in the middle of right in the inside, of the card base. Then we have a scrap of basic white for my flowers. This is the wrong piece. That's just a mistake. Okay, so you're going to have a label from the Tasteful Labels dies, pre-cut for you, in petal pink, but it needs to be bigger than that. It's this one. I die cut that one. I don't know why, because I cut it right when I made these samples, but who knows. So that's the wrong one, but yours will be correct because Land is doing it, not me. Let me grab my petal pink scraps here, which luckily this paper is right behind me. Actually, just gonna grab a full sheet and I'll die cut that real quick. Actually, I'll wait and die cut it because I'm gonna do these die cut these flowers out. Okay, so we need that one, but don't worry, yours will be done correctly. And then the designer paper this one is called In Good Taste. It's in the annual catalog. It's got a Night of Navy on it. I ended up making these cards Night of Navy and petal pink themed. So then I was just digging through all my designer papers. So what has navy or, misty moonlight on it? So here's the In Good Taste, which is a pack of natural textures like, well, I don't know if you call them natural, but it's like home textures. So tiles, carpets, rugs, and wood grains. So really pretty. There were more navy pieces in here that I could have used as well. And this may not be all of the designs because this is a partial pack. So that's a great pack of paper. It's a double pack. You get twice as much as you do in a regular pack of designer paper. Anyway, it's 1 7/8 by 5 1/4, which is always the size I cut, 1 7/8 by 5 1/4 for the front left flap of these Z fold cards. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to stamp on my 4 by 5 1/4 white and my scrap of white. The 4 by 5 1/4 gets a greeting down here in the bottom right hand corner. I'm using Night of Navy again. And this card's going to say thank you. Of course, you can put any greeting you want. Tap, tap, tap. You don't want it, just for this card layout, I don't think you want it too large, because you'll see once we put it together, it might get covered up a little bit. But then again, it may not bother you if it's covered up, because they will get to reveal it when they open it. I usually like the whole greeting to show, though, because when it's closed, you just see the portion, and I think that looks weird. But anyway, tap, tap, tap. These, the full flower image, or the larger one, I should say, in Night of Navy right there on the scraps, and then we'll die cut that out. Now, you can hand cut it out if you don't own the dies, so don't worry. Which is, it was funny, those dies came out right after I did a shaded summer class last year. And it was too late to use them in the class. I was like, oh, I didn't even know that was going to happen. So here's my die. I'm going to cut those out. On another card, I'm going to use these other two dies, so I'll go ahead and grab those out now. So let me grab my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. This is $120. A great way to get it is with our starter kit, because that's only $99 for $125. No shipping. I cracked this plate yesterday. No problem. First of all, these are very old. Second of all, it's still cutting, so I don't care. But see how cut up this bottom one is? These are, they come with your machine. They're a consumable product, but I mean, mine get much more cuts than the average person, and mine still are going strong. Okay, so for the die cutting, of course, you're just going to align. I'm going to grab a sticky note because I'm far away. You're going to align the image with the die cut with the image, I should say. There's a slit in the middle of the stem down there, so you can see that your stamped image is in the right spot. This one doesn't. I just need to make sure I'm in the paper. And then I'll put my plate on top, my cutting plate. And notice the one on top is not cut. It's worn, but I've never die cut on it. So it's flatter and smoother, which makes a better impression on the top of your paper after you die cut. So let me move this. And beautiful. So don't you want those dies? Get them free. You may have them already, but if not, you can get them free from me. And that's the correct image that should have been in my packet, which I prepared, so I can't blame anyone but myself. Okay. That's all my pieces to put this card together, so this one's pretty quick and easy once you have all the correct pieces. I'm going to go ahead and attach the white on the inside, 4 by 5 1/4 of the Night of Navy. And then on the left front flap, this 1 7/8 by 5 1/4 designer paper. And by the way, the pattern on it is it's like a fancy tile, like you would see in someone's fancy kitchen. Worn looking mosaic kind of images, sort of. Okay, so my label from Tasteful Labels that's petal pink is, normally it would be like a landscape label, but we're going to use it portrait as a base to attach these flowers to. And then it'll go right in the middle of the card. So on the flowers, I'm going to add Stampin' Dimensionals. Again, my minis. And I will use about 3. So one on the left and right, and then one on that sort of floating alone flower at the top. And then I know this label is going to go straight up and down. And I'm going to place the flowers where they flow. So they kind of curve down to the left there. To attach this to my card base, I only need adhesive on the back left of my label. I like to visualize where it's going to go on the card here, and then take that label or whatever the piece is and literally turn it upside down, not left to right, but just top to bottom, upside down. And then I almost always want it to be half hanging off and half on. So on the half that's going to stick down, I can see now where to place my dimensionals so that they're not too far to the right and they're going to stick to the inside of my card. Now this other part is far enough over. So I'm using 5 mini dimensionals for this. Hopefully that made sense. And that just goes there. And the last thing we'll do is add some elegant faceted gems, and then that card will be done. Yay, yay. By the way, I realized while I was talking that I forgot to place my first card in the clear envelope. Because of course you get those with this class, and that can protect your card. You can mail them this way. You can put this inside a regular envelope to protect it even more, or you can deliver it in person in that clear envelope so everybody gets to see the card you made. This one is going to use also some of the clear or white. Either one will look fine. Gems. What are these called? Gems. So I'm just placing 3 on here, a couple on the petal pink, and 1 down here below to the bottom right of thank you. And then we need a bow. I did forget about the bow. Okay, so this is my double bow, but don't worry, I'm not wrapping it around my fingers and being crazy. Again, if you don't receive the ribbon free, you'll get a nice long piece of ribbon to tie a double bow, or you can do what I'm doing from the roll here. So I fold over ribbon on top of itself so that there's 2 pieces instead of 1. Oh, and I have a trick on this ribbon. I'll grab my scratch paper here. So I'm going to use it to about there, or if you have your own strip. This ribbon is super staticky, so I take the color lifter from our Stampin' Blends, and if I'm using it as white, if I'm coloring it, then when you color it, it removes the static with our Stampin' Blends. But I'm not coloring this one. It's just I want it to be white. So I'm placing this color lifter on the ribbon. Something else, I forgot that I did this until just now, is one time I was cutting ribbon for a class, like multiple pieces, and I was so frustrated, this ribbon, about the static, and I grabbed a dryer sheet and I ran the ribbon through, I'm trying to put my lid on here. I pinched it, you know, through a dryer sheet, and that removed the static so good. I forgot about that trick too. So either one, but it helps you, especially for a double bow, because you have 2 of this really staticky ribbon side by side. But I'm just going to make a normal bunny ear bow just with 2 strips instead of 1. I'm probably using way too much right now, but because of what happened earlier, now I'm all nervous. So it's 2 bunny ears, 1 in your right hand, 1 in your left. All your fingers are pointing at you. It's between your thumb and forefinger. You have a tail on the left, a tail on the right, but it's 2 pieces instead of 1. Then I'm going to take my right hand and go over my left, the right loop, and then push that right loop down into the bunny hole and pull. The thing here is you have to remember that this loop that I'm not holding needs to be cut apart. So just don't mix up your loops. Or you can just use 2 separate pieces to start with, whichever you prefer. And then you fix your bow, you adjust it, you know, pull the loops until they are the right size that you want them, and then of course trim your tails. Just a nice simple double bow there. No need for me to panic. I'm still drying off from all the sweating I did earlier. That's probably a little larger than I want, but that's an easy fix. Just pull on the tails, tighten and pull until you get it how you want it. And then of course you can trim the tails if needed. All right. Who's putting the laughing faces? That's awesome. Glue dots. So mini glue dots. Peel it back. Peel the protective coating back until you see one dot. Fold it down. Press your embellishment into the glue dot. Pull it off. And that's going to go right there on the stem of these flowers. So that's our finished card. I have, ooh, you have a wall tile out of an old house that looks like this pattern. That's awesome, Sarah. Another fantastic bow. Linda, you're so nice. Where's my original card? The original one, the bow is just a lot, I have shorter tails on it, so, but that can be trimmed down, of course. But there it is, little Z-fold card. This is part of your online ordering special this month. And of course, after you make your card, you can put it in your clear envelope to protect it until you're ready to give it away, or you can actually use this envelope to mail or give it away in. There we go. Thank you, Linda. I love Z-folds. They're so easy. I feel like it's like I do it too often, but then again, I'm like, whatever, like, who cares? It's fine. A lot of people have a style they go back to over and over. Okay, this next card is a gift card holder. Very simple. Yours will be pre-scored for you. And I have scored this already. I just showed scoring on my paper trimmer last week. So if you don't know, if you're like, what the heck is paper scoring? You can go check out that video. For this one, I'm just going to give you the measurements. It's a card base size, 5.5 by 8.5, petal pink. And it is scored at 2 inches. I thought that it was, anyway, 2 inches and 6 inches. 2 and 6. I don't know why I thought it was different in my head. 2 and 6. I'm going to check my sample and make sure that's right. Oh, yes, it is. Okay, 2 inches, 6 inches. Now, when you fold on the score marks, which you really are supposed to not fold into the valley, but fold into the mountain. When you do that, it's a little shorter than a normal size card. You could modify it and make it be full size, but I think it's fine to be a little bit shorter. It's still going to fit into your standard envelopes, and it makes this nice little pocket here, and that's just how I made it. And I actually, well, I'll show you the sample I copied from myself on this card. But anyway, that's the measurements. What did I say? 2 and 6. Yep, 2, 6. Okay, so the shorter piece at the bottom, which is going to be the bottom, is going to be the pocket. And I'm not going to stamp on this. You could, but I'm not. So I'm going to go ahead and make the pocket with my tear and tape. And yeah, I'm looking at my sample. It's safe to make the pocket. So I'm going to put tear and tape on the left and right, or yeah, either side of the pocket. It just tears right off. You don't have to have scissors when you're using that. Press down on the protective coating and then take my thumb on the side instead of the ends, and your protective coating will come off a lot easier from the side than the ends. And there's my pocket. So the top flap again is longer, and we have a pocket. Inside your packet is a piece for our greeting. It is 3/4 by 2.5 inches. A piece of the, I believe, retiring cork paper. So you're going to want to order this as soon as possible. I have enough to give everybody in their class packet, don't worry. But you'll have a piece of cork specialty paper. It's amazing. I'm sad that it's retiring. And then I'll give you that measurement in a second. And then for the top, we have a piece of basic white that has been embossed with the macrame embossing folder, which is this one right here in the annual catalog, macrame. So the top piece, of course, I'm looking for my ruler. It's just a 1/4 inch smaller than this top section on each side. Where's the ruler? Right here. So it's 2 1/4 by 5 1/4. 2 1/4 by 5 1/4. And then down here, your cork is 1 3/4 by 5 1/4, which is a 1/4 inch smaller than that 2-inch section there. And of course, left and right. So that's those two pieces. Aren't these colors so pretty? So pretty. And then pre-die cut for you, just like the first card, are the smaller of the two flowers, both pieces in petal pink, and the larger of the leaves, both in soft succulent. So we're going to attach those together just like we did on the first card. You'll need to poke out any pieces that didn't fall out when we die cut those for you. And then I'm going to stamp my greeting. This is the one I was going to talk about earlier, that this could be a stamp for Landa. And lots of my helpers, honestly. It says, above and beyond, you go there a lot. Isn't that cool? I'm reading Gianne. Just remind people that you're a professional. And the cards and bows look great. Yeah, I'm a professional. It's supposed to look this way. Which, yeah, it's funny. The ink I'm using on this one is Early Espresso for that greeting. And just right there on that little basic white I told you about. And hopefully I'll stamp it straight-ish. You don't have to be perfect when you stamp, by the way. It's fine. It's fine. And if you've never stamped before and you buy some of these stamps, these red rubber ones, you need to watch my video. So ask me about how to assemble them, because you can definitely do that wrong. Once they're assembled, you're all good to go, but don't do that without some instruction. Okay, so I'm going to use my silicone craft sheet and attach the detail leaves to the solid leaves, just like the first card. And then, and I will use dimensionals again on the flower, just like the first card. It's the smaller of the two, so it has a nice thick section on the back of the detail leaf where I can add my dimensionals. The last card is my favorite. I think it's really cute, and it goes along with what Sarah was saying when she was looking at the stamp set. I'm going to use dimensionals on my greeting too, so let me just place those on here now. I'll put about 3 of my mini dimensionals. I use minis because you get 720 in a pack, plus the really thick edges for the same price as you get 600 of the large ones. And I just use them in place of the large ones, and they're fine, but then they fit in small areas too, so it's like win-win. You get 300 of these. Did I say 600? 600 is when you cut them in half. You get 720 in one pack of the mini. You get 300 of the large in one pack. So to me, this is more economical. Anyway. Okay, so on that bottom flap, which I've already attached together with my tear and tape, I'm going to attach the cork. You may or may not have been noticing, but I don't need to use a ton of this Stamp and Seal adhesive because it's very strong. Even on embossed cardstock like this macrame piece. It's a really strong adhesive, so you don't need a ton. Your cards are not going to fall apart. I live in Texas where it's all hot and humid. They don't fall apart. It'll be fine. So on this one, I'm going to tie it shut with the ribbon, because why not do more ribbon today? Trying to look at my original. So that ribbon's going to be on the left. So my flowers are going to be over, my flower and stem is going to be over here to the right in the white section. The flower is kind of, well, the leaves are on the right and then the flower's to the left of it, and it's kind of at a sideways angle. And I think I'll add my greeting last just so I can position it where I want. So let me add adhesive to the back of my leaves. Put that all back how it was. So leaves there, and then I did add this flower flat instead of dimensionals. Don't forget, it already has a layer of dimensionals on that layering piece. But on the other card, I put dimensionals on the back as well. This one's just flat, so kind of at an angle there, maybe more of an angle. And now I'm going to tie, so remember you can put a gift card in here, by the way. I have a gift card here somewhere. Potentially temporarily lost. I saw it when we were doing the video at some point. Anyway, slip a gift card right in there. There's one in the photo that I took. I'm not seeing it now. And then, of course, write a note, all that stuff. Stamp a greeting in there if you want. And then tie it shut with the ribbon. So, again, you'll have a piece supplied if you didn't get a roll free. But if you have the roll, I would recommend leaving it attached to the roll. Wrap the ribbon around from the back. Make your plus sign. And that's where you have your friend put their finger there, but instead I'm right-handed. So with my left hand, I hold the plus sign down. With my right hand, I grab my reverse tweezers. These are in my Amazon store at stamptherapist.com. And I pinch that ribbon, and now my hands are free. Tie a bow, tie a knot, whatever I want. And if you'll flip your project upside down and tie the bow, it comes out more right side up. Sometimes it comes out sideways, but it's more right side up than the other way. And then this is just a normal bow, of course, since we're going all the way around the project. It's not like a bunny ear or any of that. It's just like tying your shoes. Here we go. I made a decent bow for one card today. And then trim your tails. Of course, if you want them shorter, you can go shorter. All that. And then now I can see where to put my greeting on the cork in this bottom right hand section. It's just like what placement looks good. And yes, I did do gems on this card. I think I did gems on all 4. So the Elegant Faceted Gems, free with a $50 purchase in the second half of the month. I'm gonna use Petal Pink. So pretty. Grab a couple of large ones up here in the white section, and then a small one down here on the greeting on the left side. And that is that finished card. Ooh ah. And it's a gift card holder. Now, if you don't want to give a gift card, just put a note in there instead. Tuck a little note, tuck a piece of cardstock with a greeting stamped on it and a note, whatever you want to do. Like I said, thank you, Linda. Thanks, Jackie. Thanks, Linda, about the comment on the pocket as well. Thank you, thank you. I'm going to go back here for a minute to say hi to Susan, and thanks to Stacy. Janet said she's laughing at me still drying off. I think I'm dry now. I definitely was sweating it during that bow incident. It just came on. You'll have to go back and watch. So see how it's a little smaller, but it still totally fits. You can mail it, all that stuff. All right, one more card to go. Usually I only make 3 on these videos, but I wanted to show you all 4 that you can get free with your purchase in December. And this last one is my favorite. You can even put them together in your little cellophane bag packet. You could just re-gift this right away. Make all the cards, put them in there, and re-gift. Anyway, basic white card base, 5.5, 8.5, which I'll fold in a second. This one I pre-cut the ribbon just to show you how it would come, but also because I'm going to color it, so I just pre-cut it. But if you're getting the roll, you'll just have your roll to use your own ribbon from. Otherwise, we'll pre-cut it, and remember, we'll give you the gems if you didn't get those free. So fold my 5.5 by 8.5 white in half. Then the layers on this one are soft succulent, and it is 4 by 5 1/4. This one has been embossed with I had to write the name on here, Meadow Moments embossing folder. So there are 2 when you purchase Meadow Moments. They're the 3.5 inch wide folders that fit into our mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and the large one. You get 2, and I use the one with the leaves on the left side. But this one would have looked cute with this card as well. It's fully covered with butterflies, flowers, and little branches and stuff. Super cute. And then on this card, I needed a shape kind of like this shape here, like a fan. So I thought of the Give It a Whirl dies. I did a video on these a while back. You can still access that on Facebook and YouTube. But there is a shape in there that's like a fan. I know there's another word for this shape. It's like a partial circle. It's like a circle that's like a giant pie slice. So fan, I think, is the best description. Anyway, I just needed that shape. So that's why I use that die to cut out a piece of the cork paper, which again, we'll supply for you. But if you want your own pack, buy it now before it retires or sells out. And then I also use the Scalloped Contours dies. These are my #1 favorite from the annual catalog. Potted Succulents #2, as it has all these scalloped rectangles, and I use the third one from the largest for Petal Pink there. And then from the Potted Succulents dies, another one, I showed those earlier, of the shapes in basic white for my greeting. And then I have a scrap here of basic white to stamp some flowers on. Okay, so stamping. Oh, I found the gift card. It's too late. There it is. It was under that scratch paper I used earlier. So for this one, I'm using the second and smaller piece or image of flowers and buds and little berry looking stem things. This is the one Sarah said it looks like it could be, I forgot how she worded it, but to me it looks like it's coming out of a vase. So that's kind of what I'm going for here on this card. It's a bouquet is what I'm making. And then there's the little extra sprig stamp that's just like, blanking out on that word, sticks with berries on the end, but there's a better description. And then this greeting says, some friendships are just meant to be. Okay, so my colors are sorry, I got distracted because I saw this card I was supposed to show you before. Soft Succulent, Early Espresso, and Petal Pink for this card. I already opened my Early Espresso. Espresso is for the greeting, so let me stamp that real quick. Some friendships are meant to be. It's this white label from Potted Succulents. It's right there in the center. A little bit crooked. Nobody you give that card to is gonna care. And then on the scrap here, I want my bouquet of flowers to be in Petal Pink. And these will get die cut out or hand cut out, depending on if you have the dies, which you can get free from me. So if we end up cutting this the same, it'll be kind of a rectangle of white scrap there. So on one end, stamp the flowers, and then you want 3 of these sprigs in Soft Succulent. Let's see if anyone gave me words. Susan, these cards make me want to interrupt my Christmas cards and make them. That is a compliment. So I'm going to do 3 sprigs on the end. I know, I was like, it's going to be weird to do a video right now and not show Christmas projects, but I'm sure people, of course I'll go back to it next week, but also I'm sure people are like have plenty on their plate to do with holiday projects right now. So here's a little break from our regularly scheduled program. Okay, so you'll have this piece, you'll stamp your pieces, and then if you're going to die cut them out, I always recommend just cut them, you know, loosely apart. I find it very difficult to die cut, like with 2 different dies, images all stamped on the same piece of paper. So, and then of course I only have 1 die for the little sprig, so I'll have to run that through 3 times total. Oh my goodness. My My computer's supposed to be silenced right now. So I'm going to die cut these out, but I've already shown you the die cutting machine. So just to save you that time of me bringing it over here, I'm just going to do it over here off camera. So, of course, I'm going to try to align them correctly and not mess up, because I always try to rush when I do stuff off camera. But anyway, let me cut these real quick. And as a reminder, when this video is finished, or when the cards are finished, I'm going to go through this holiday catalog real quick. Obviously, people can stick around or not, but I'm just going to show you what is staying, what's coming back next year, and what is retiring and is while supplies last. So if you have time, or you can come back and watch the replay of that section only. Don't forget, when you watch recordings of Facebook Lives, you can skip. I do it all the time. I like videos, but sometimes I'm in a hurry and I want to see one particular section or spot or whatever. So skip is an amazing tool. Or I might have missed something because I had to, you know, go take care of something while I was watching. So then I go back to replay just to see what I missed. Uh-oh, hold on. Put my plate on and everything shifted on this one. Let me try that again. Ah, what's happening? At least you're not watching me mess this up. Okay. And I've said this before, but for those, like, I didn't use any washi tape because I'm right on top of it, and I just lock my top plate down and everything stays in place. Okay, so here are my pieces. We're going to take this fan of cork and make a little paper wrap for our flowers. So basically nothing perfect, just kind of fold the two back, or the two sides backward, and make a little paper wrap for your flowers, right? And then I'll put adhesive on. I'll open it back up after my fold. Put adhesive on the two outer corners that I just folded. And it doesn't really wrap around these flowers too much. Oh my gosh. But there is like a bottom section here that could go inside a vase or whatever image you're using. And so I just tucked that down, made this one right flower come out, and fold it around. It's not gonna really stick it down super well, but I'll add more adhesive when I put this on my project. Isn't that cute though? And then we'll use these sprigs to fill in and it'll look better. So for this card, to put it all together, I'm going to, let me go ahead and attach my soft succulent to the card base. Let's see who's still here. Uh-oh, Linda, hair appointment. Thank you, thank you. Yep, come back and skip. So card base, card front down. Then for my little flower bouquet here, I'm going to add Stampin' Dimensionals on the back. Definitely on the cork, definitely on the part where the cork meets the white, like touch both of them, and then a few more spread around. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total. You definitely could do more. This is what I do. And then this is going to go on the petal pink rectangle. This is a portrait direction card at an angle where the little paper cone is down to the right, flowers up to the left. And then I'll just use, I want these sprigs flat. Again, it gives to me a lot better interest on your card if everything isn't popped up. So silicone sheet, a little adhesive, doesn't take much. And I'll tuck these, oh my gosh, everything's sticking to me, over in behind the flowers, basically. A couple on the right. And one on the left. Something like that. Cute little bouquet there. Then this is going to get attached. The rectangle, the scallop rectangle will be flat over here to the right of my card, but and toward the top, but there's a good 1/2 or 3/4 of an inch on each, you know, right and top border there. My greeting has Stampin' Dimensionals. I'm going to put this here so I don't forget to talk about it. I'm just going to use, I think I'll do 4 because it's a pretty large greeting, so it'll be unbalanced if I don't do 4. And then that goes over here to the left, partially on the pink, partially off, left bottom. I need gems and ribbons. So this ribbon I am going to color. You don't have to color yours, but I'm going to give it a tint of pink with dark petal pink. I think my petal pink is, well, I don't think. I know it's getting a little dry, but I use them until they're like super dry. But also when you color your ribbons, you should always do it where basically this marker is, it's a Stampin' Blend, it's alcohol-based marker, is laying as flat as possible instead of straight down and ruin your tip. So that also allows you to get that ink that's at the still sitting there at the top. And I'm just gonna go over this ribbon with this petal pink marker, which by the way removes all the static. Yay, alcohol markers. It's our white crinkled seam binding, of course. Now, if I wanted to add a second layer and make it darker, I could, or a third, fourth, you know, all that, but I don't. I like it really faint and light petal pink. It's definitely colored. It definitely looks different than the white, but it's very light, even though that was dark petal pink. And I'm going to make a bunny ear bow, just like I did before. It's just a single. And then fix it, because it never comes out pretty the first time. Tied that, or I guess I pulled very tight. Hard to adjust. But you know how it is. You just keep adjusting your bows. You can make them as small or large as you want. This one needs to be pretty small because it's going on this paper bouquet wrap, whatever that's called. And yeah, I think that's good. So cute. Let me grab a mini glue dot. So I'm going to show you next what all is going away from the mini catalog. And if you see some stuff you like, don't forget about my ordering special. That's a great way to get this card set for free. It's a great way to get these embellishments for free, and you can even get the whole set of dies, which are no longer available, for free. The last thing I need before this card is actually finished is the gems. So petal pink, my piercing tool here. I'll put a large one up here in the top right. And then, yeah, a couple of small ones, top right of the pink. And then on the left side of the pink, and then another small one down here, bottom left of the greeting. And that is your finished card, the final one. I cut my bow, the tail's a little shorter on my original. I think both look fine. Hope you guys like that card. It's my favorite. I immediately, when I was looking at the set this time, because I've used it before in a whole class, I was like, I've got to make that be a bouquet. And I was trying to think of a vase to put it in, but I couldn't figure that out. So that's where that, you know, where or why the idea, because it looks like it belongs in a vase or like this, or someone holding it, something. So anyway, there it is. Let me put it in the clear envelope. So look at that. You can make up your packet. It's ready to re-gift. Put a little Just tape it shut. You're ready to go. 4 cards. Who wouldn't want that gift? But here are the 4 cards I made. And I think when I said the colors earlier that I went with was Petal Pink and Night of Navy, I forgot to add Soft Succulent. That was the 3rd color in this color scheme of these cards. But there they are. I hope you guys have enjoyed that. Can we see the last card? This one? That's the last one I just made. Jewel, thank you, Peggy. Thanks, Jackie. Martha, thank you for making an appointment to watch later. Oh, and thank you very much. So that's all 4. Free with an order in December. And now, if you have time, you may stick around. If not, I understand. But let's take a look at this holiday catalog. I've marked mine all up. Hopefully I didn't make any mistakes, but I usually have 1 or 2 mistakes. Please feel free to point it out if you see one. I'm going to see how much I can get in the screen. So this catalog is retiring January 3rd, but the list is out now, meaning everything that's retiring is while supplies last. Strong of Heart, retiring. This is the Make a Difference set, so there is a donation of $3 for every stamp set sold, and this one's to Heart Health. We'll have a new donation set and a new charity in our next catalog. But that's, I'm going to move this because it's like interfering with our view here. That is a great one to get. It can carry over to Valentine's. Here for you, you amaze me, stronger than you know. Through struggle comes a strength. And then there's a couple of heart images. So that's a great one. It's only $20. You're going to donate $3. And it's while supplies last. Okay. I'm going to go through this pretty quick just to save us all time. But here we go. So my system is if I wrote the word carry over, it will be available immediately when this catalog ends. No wait time. It won't be pictured in a book unless it's at the very back of this one, but it does not have them all. But you can still buy it. It'll be in the online store. Your demonstrator might use it in an event because it's available. Retiring, with a couple of exceptions, means it will no longer be available once it sells out. So retiring here, our whole gingerbread, frosted gingerbread bundle. Let me make sure, yep. The stamps and the dies are going away. What's carrying over there, which I'm really glad, is the pretty pillow box dies. Memories and More kits going away. Memories and More cards and envelopes. The Real Red ruffled ribbon and the craft paper are carrying over. But your acrylic shapes are going away. Your number 8, Adorning Designs Decorative Mask, and of course, the gingerbread and peppermint designer paper, all going away, all while supplies last. Next, Sweets and Treats is retiring. Wah. The cloche stuff is retiring, which we should, well, I was going to say we should get a hint that that's going to happen, but honestly, sometimes these plastic, I can't think of the word, the shaker domes, sometimes they do carry over, so maybe we don't know. But this one's retiring. I just used this on a sampler class. So cute. Retiring. Merry Snowflakes. This is the one I'm using for sampler class this month. So if it sells out, you know, you want to buy it if you're going to take my class before it sells out. Now, of course, you can substitute snowflakes, I'm sure, for my class because I haven't designed it yet. But anyway, so that whole bundle and set is retiring, going away, not coming back. Over here, we have a partial exception. So the Stars Are Shining bundle and stamp set is retiring, but the Starlit Punch is carrying over, which I'm very happy about because I didn't even get to get that punch, but I ordered it today. And because it's going to be still available, and it's hard to see in this book. I don't have it yet, but it is several stars that actually match these exact shapes right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that it cuts out, which will be fine without the stamp set. So you can still get that after the book goes away, but not Stars Are Shining, and I mean not the bundle, of course, and not the stamp set. Great Tidings, the whole thing is retiring. Now on this one, the dies, yes, the dies only are going to be $14. They are $14, I should say. So let me grab my calculator and make sure that that's going to be cheaper than the bundle. So 14 plus 20. Yeah, I could have done that math in my head. That's $34 if you buy these individually now before they sell out versus $43 for the bundle. So forget the bundle, buy them individually. That's going to be the case for pretty much all of the dies that are discounted. Okay, Painted Christmas, we have a returning designer paper. So Painted Christmas, this has been one that I've used a ton this season. I love it. It's really good to me, a good Christmas paper. That one is coming back next year, but not till next year, as well as the gold holly leaves. So those two products will be back in next year's holiday catalog. So you can only get them until January 3rd, unless we run out. Then they'll bring it back in the next catalog. The Christmas season bundle is retiring. I think these are just the bundles. Yes. So Christmas season, these two products and Christmas to Remember will be available after this catalog ends at full price. No bundle pricing. So if you want either of those, get it right now while it's still a bundle price. And then the Cherry and Cobbler Gold Ribbon is retiring. Get that now. Sad, sad. Okay, so like I said, only bundles retiring on Christmas season and Christmas to Remember. These two are carryovers that will be available individually, not at a discount after the catalog ends. Page 20, Words of Cheer, retiring. Sad face. I love this one. So this is going to be another one where you want to get Words of Cheer and Christmas cheer dies individually to save money over the bundle price. Okay. Snow Wonder is retiring. This was not a bundle price, but now it's going to save you a lot of money because the dies are $26.40. So Snow Wonder stamp set $22, dies are now $26.40 while supplies last. Next is Classic Cloche. Sad, 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 retiring. But unsad, if you haven't bought it yet, the dies are only $14.50. They're half price. So you can get the dies either with the other stamp set, Sweets and Treats, or both Classic Cloche and Sweets and Treats, along with your Cloche dies for only $14.50. How the dies do cut out some of the stamped images from this stamp set. So I would definitely want this stamp set along with the other one. Of course, the Cloche Shaker Domes are retiring because you don't need them after all that goes away. Encircled in Warmth, a great just Christmas greeting set. I just used this last week on my gift card holders, retiring, going away. The silver foil, we're still going to be able to buy that after this catalog ends, so that is good. Whimsy and Wonder, retiring, retiring, retiring. Individually and the bundle, it's all going away. Sold Out, I need to get my red Sharpie if I can access it quickly. Sold Out is this Blushing Bride frayed ribbon. Sold out. So again, if you want anything, and low inventory is this Whimsy and Wonder designer paper. That was last I checked, low inventory. That's a very popular paper. You're going to want to order it now. Now, the snowflakes are a holiday carryover. That means they won't be available January 4th, but they'll be in next year's holiday catalog. And if you're watching this as a demonstrator, a quick side note is when you separate all this stuff out, you want to put a box together and put all your holiday carryover stuff in it and label it that way so that next year you can just pull that box and say, oh, good, all this is current product now. Okay, so the Deer Builder Punch is carrying over. We have a new stamp set in this new catalog, which I'll show you next week, that has a spring deer in it. So cute. So that'll match that. But and Peaceful Deer is carrying over too. Sorry, I was going to say it's retiring. However, the bundle pricing will be gone. So if you want to get 10% off for both, Peaceful Deer is a great stamp set, by the way. Great, great. That will go away after this catalog ends. Our Happy Holidays bundle and stamp and punch, all retiring. So get that now. The Holly Border Punch is discounted to $18.40. So that is $39.40. Okay, that's not really, to be honest, that's the same price as this, but you can get the punch only with the discount. And that punch completely stands alone. It's just like holly leaves and berries and stems, like perfect. In there, yeah. So still buy the bundle if you want both. You'll get the same price, but if you only want the punch, it's only $18.40 instead of $23. Snow Body Better is a cute little snowman stamp set that's discounted, retiring to $16.80. As a reminder, anything I say that's retiring means it's not coming back. By the way, I don't know why my computer keeps making these sounds when I have it on silent. You're not supposed to make those beeping sounds when you're on silent computer. Be Jolly, super cute stamp set, and Holly Jolly Wishes, lots of great greetings, retiring, going away. The Sweet Stocking stuff, it's so sad it's going away. This is the pet one. It's got dogs, cats, rodents, hamsters. There's even fish and something else in the designer paper. Oh, a little mouse. I feel like there was a third one. Can't remember now. But this one's a great price. So Sweet Little Stocking stamp set, dies and bundle is retiring. The dies are only $15.50, so that's half price. So if you want both, which these dies have a great huge banner die and 3 stockings, plus they fit the stamp sets, plus there's a dog, cat, and hamster. Anyway, retiring. So this whole page is retiring. The Jolly Felt is $7.65 discounted. I already told you the dies are discounted. The matte decorative dots are retiring. They're awesome. The Pool Party striped ribbon is discounted to $6.30. And then, of course, the Sweet Stockings designer paper is retiring. Last supplies last, all of it. This one, Delivering Cheer, is retiring. I have this set and I haven't had a chance to use it yet. Maybe I can try to fit it in before the... I mean, it's already December 2nd. The holidays are going to be here so fast. But this is a really cute one. Like, one of these girls could be holding those flowers I just made today, right? But it's got the legs and then the top half of the body where you can't see the face because what they're holding is so large. It covers up their face. Super cute. It's not only holiday related. It's got leg warmers. Like, it's so cute. Okay, so there's that one. Retiring. Brushed metallic paper, though, carrying over. That's good. We'll still be able to buy that January 4th. Penguin Place is a holiday carryover. That means it will be available next year, but it won't be a bundle. That is what that one snowman I showed you that wasn't a bundle. That's why it was not a bundle, because it was available last year as bundle pricing. They brought it back without the bundle pricing. So if you want the punch, Penguin Builder, and the stamp set, 10% off, get it now, but you will be able to purchase these next year in our holiday catalog. Over here, Knit Together, it's a nice background stamp that's going to give you that sweater effect, is carrying over, but the dies that coordinate, yes, are retiring, and they're $17. I didn't get these dies. They're not exactly my style, but if they are your style, you can get a deal now. Get them for $17. And they don't really have to be with this stamp set at all, as you can see from the samples. They're just, they give you all these knit images. So there we go, $17 for those dies instead of $34. The Candy Canes background stamp is retiring, super cute. And red and green foil is retiring, and it's only $8. You get 2 each, so 4 sheets of total, 2 red and 2 green for $8, and it's really pretty. I've used that on several videos. Next up, Peaceful Place. So this is the paper I'm using on our sampler this month for our winter sampler with the snowflakes. I'm not using Peaceful Cabin stamp set, but it's retiring, I believe. I'm gonna double check. Yeah, the whole thing's retiring and not discounted, full price. But on this page, the timber embossing folder is carrying over. You'll be able to get it immediately. The white glittered organdy ribbon is carrying over. Yes, so happy about that. And then the snowy white velvet will be in next year's holiday catalog. So the designer paper is retiring. It is currently not orderable, but it's coming back. So they have some coming in, but once they get that in, it'll be while supplies last. So just keep watching. When you go to the online store, if it says currently unavailable, check it tomorrow, check it tomorrow, check it tomorrow. Now the date, I believe, is estimated, I think it's December 10th is when that's estimated to be back in stock. And then of course the Peaceful Cabin bundle is retiring. So cute, very pretty. Actually, it's not cute, it's pretty and elegant. That whole thing's retiring. The Arctic Bears are retiring. I believe Arctic Bears stamp set is low inventory. When it's gone, it's gone. The dies, the polar bear dies, are only $15. That's half price. So if you get those both individually, you'll save money. But the bears stamps are while supplies last. I mean, are low inventory. Everything's while supplies last. Bright Baubles, this is the one I mentioned in my video earlier, that is low inventory on that stamp set. But they're both retiring, the dies in the stamp set. For Unto Us, not a bundle, but anyway, it's retiring. And then the red velvet is retiring. Darn it, I love the red velvet. And it had been low inventory, but I think it's either back in stock or it's going to be back in stock very soon. And then that'll be it. They'll sell whatever they have. So red velvet, retiring. Angels of Peace is retiring. I'm on page 42 now, but Merry Melody embossing folder is carrying over. So you can still get that. Angels of Peace retiring. Last week on the video, I said this wrong. I think Terry asked a question about it, and I said it wrong, but Merriest Moments on page 43, this is the one I'm using for scrapbook class this month, and we did a sampler last month, and I've done a ton of classes with it. It's coming back in next year's holiday catalog, but not at a bundle price. So you need to get this bundle now because it's amazing. $54. You get an embossing folder and all the dies and the stamp set for $54. It's a hybrid embossing folder, so you can die cut and emboss at the same time. It's amazing. It's my favorite. You should get it. But it'll be back next year, just not at the discount. Okay. I'm going to linger on that one for a second. Over here on Beauty of Tomorrow and Blackberry Beauty, everything's retiring. The ephemera pack and the Blackberry Beauty designer paper are temporarily not available, but they're getting more stock in, and then that'll be it. So when the ephemera comes in, it'll only be $4.80, and Blackberry Beauty designer paper will be regular price. The bundle is retiring. The dies, which are gorgeous, are only $17, half price, so you can get that cheaper if you buy those individually. The gold shimmer vellum is retiring, and it's only $4.50. Well, that's a 50-cent savings, but still, it is discounted. It's so pretty. And then, but yay, the gold shimmer ribbon is a holiday carryover. So that'll be in next year's holiday catalog. It's so pretty. You still want to get it now if you want to use it now, but it'll be back. So that's good. This gorgeous set, Welcoming Woods, is retiring on page 46. Love that one. And Gorgeous Leaves is retiring. So the dies, the bundle, and the stamp set all retiring, page 47. Over on page 48, same thing. Pretty Pumpkins retiring. We have dies, stamp set, and a bundle all going away. This is one of our prettier pumpkin sets, I think. It's so pretty. And then these dies, there's like this super detail. They don't even have it in the samples there, but pumpkin, there's another pumpkin. There's lots of pumpkin dies in this one. So that's a great one to get before it sells out. The Nuts About Squirrels is carrying over. That'll be available immediately. We love our little animals, don't we? Cute Halloween, page 51. And Cutest Halloween, it's all going away. The punch is $9. That's half price. So if you want Cutest Halloween and the punch, get them individually. You're going to save a lot of money. 17, like $26 for the bundle versus $31.50. The Tombstones are retiring. The Cute Stars are retiring and discounted to $6.75. Ooh, the Black Gingham is carryover. So exciting. So exciting. That'll be available immediately. And then, of course, the designer paper, Cute Halloween is retiring. All right. I'm on page 52. So I'm a little more, I believe, than halfway done. Yes. So don't worry. We're almost done. Frightfully Cute. Another Halloween bundle, basically. There's dies, there's a spider web, there's a spooky tree, there's a fence. It's a really good set of dies. It's all retiring. So, and there is a cat in this set if you're a cat lover. Really cute. So Frightfully Cute on page 52 is retiring. Basically all the Halloween stuff is retiring. So same thing on page 53. Clever Cats retiring, and the black glitter paper is going away. So get those while you can. Harvest Meadow. This is where that cork is. So Nature's Harvest bundle is a carryover immediately. So that's perfect. We can still get the discount price. The Time Worn Type embossing folder carryover, and Brush Metallic Adhesive Back Dots is a carryover. Reminder, carryover means you can get it throughout. Like there's no break in the availability other than back orders, but you know, we know how that goes. The Diamond Weave Ribbon is retiring. The Cork Specialty Paper is retiring. Sad. And the Harvest Meadow, this is one I used on one of my cards earlier, is retiring. That was page 55. On 56 is just that stuff I just showed you. It's all carrying over. Over here on 57, we have the Heartfelt Wishes stamp set retiring. All those really pretty greetings. We have fall, like Halloween. I mean, let me get my words straight. Thanksgiving, much gratitude, Christmas, Valentine, and kind of Happy New Year, because it has cheers to you and yours. So, anyway, that is a great set. It's retiring, as well as Heartwarming Hugs designer paper, which came back from last year. It's a great paper. I did use it more this year, but now that's its final time. It's going away. And then this is a really great one. The Sparkle of the Season bundle. You can make all kinds of wreaths. There's 3 different styles that it die cuts out. There's the stamp set. There's, again, it's like winter, Christmas, fall, Halloween. We have bats, snowflakes, leaves, pine cones, stars. It's great. And lots of greetings. Literally, Merry Christmas, Happy Halloween. May the sparkle of the season warm your heart and home. That's my favorite one. Grateful and thankful for you. So that's retiring, and the dies are discounted to $20.40. So definitely a huge savings there. That's $37 versus $45 for the bundle if you buy those individually. 59, Star-Crossed embossing folder is retiring. I didn't use this one. I bought it. It is kind of weird to me, but if you like it, it's literally got a diagonal down the middle, and there is one pattern that it embosses on the bottom. I don't know. Yeah. Let me pause. One on the top left. My timer just went off on my phone. I apologize. I thought I'd be done with the video by now. Star-Crossed is only $6 instead of $7.50. And then Little Delights is retiring. Just a great all-occasion stamp set. Reflected in Nature is retiring. Another set I didn't get to use yet. I still have time. I can do it, but it's retiring. Time of Giving, another one. Now this one I'm really like mad at myself for not using it yet because these dies are so versatile. So it's retiring. The dies are not discounted, probably because they're so awesome. And so it's another all-occasion seasonal all-occasion set, but these dies, you can make little windows with them. There's like deer, pumpkins, ornaments, and snowflakes. The samples here don't really show how versatile these dies are, so I hope I get to show them to you guys before they are sold out. Thinking, Thanks, and Peace is retiring on page 62. Nice large greetings there. And Well Defined on page 62, both retiring. And then the Cute Joyful Life is retiring. This is like little animals. There's like a Harry Potter style pig with a coffee cup, a little hedgehog carrying, I think, a bowl of apples, some kind of fruit or something, and a bear on a bike with a rabbit in the basket. Come on, it's so cute. Super cute. The Festive and Bright bundle is retiring, and the dies are discounted to $15.50. These dies, there are 3 ornament dies in there, so you can cut 3 at a time. There's like a pumpkin, a ghost. It's actually a very useful set of dies, but these ones that look kind of weird right here, it's because they fit the shape of the stamp set, so you kind of do want the stamp set to go with it. But like you could add your 3D ornaments on top of the stamped image. It's Halloween, it's Christmas, it's fall. It's a great one. So Festive and Bright retiring. The dies are $15.50, half price. So you're gonna go save money to buy them individually. Okay, I think I did it. That is the whole catalog. This is just the index, which I didn't fully mark. I marked some of it. So as a reminder, Holly Border Punch is $18.40. Halloween Punch is $9. I tried to put some of my discounted, I think I skipped that in the book. On page 28, the Real Red Sheer Ribbon is $5.95. That is a gorgeous ribbon, and it's discounted to $5.95. That's a gorgeous one. I don't know how I skipped it on page 28, but I do not remember mentioning it. Oh yeah, I didn't, because it's next to these Snow Body Better. Real Red Sheer Ribbon. What else did I mark? We know one paper is coming back, Painted Christmas. Only one embossing folder is retiring. The rest are carrying over or coming back next year. Most of the specialties are retiring except for Craft, Silver, and Brush Metallic. And Snowy White's coming back next year. A couple of embellishments are coming back or carrying over. Oh, the Craft gift boxes are going to be available still. Page 11. That's a carryover. I missed that. I hope this is helpful. Yeah, they're right up here, carryover. I wonder if when I was showing this, you guys were like, you're not reading your whole page. So anyway, I hope this was helpful to visualize what is going away, what's staying, what you really like and want, and what you can live without, with your budgeting and all that stuff. Of course, we still have time to Christmas craft. It's only December 2nd. So we've got that time to be able to add some more products or save them for next year. And this isn't only Christmas in this book. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Thank you to those who stuck around. Hey, Roseanne, you are very welcome. I appreciate you saying that. I know, Cindy, I'm always sad when stuff retiring. When stuff retires, Linda, so sad. Whimsy and Wonder is retiring. Me too. It's so pretty. Which I know that's just how it is. The papers almost always retire, and we get new papers the next year, but man, that Whimsy and Wonder is gorgeous. So definitely grab that while you can. I'm glad, or I hope you guys enjoyed the cards. Don't forget, this was thank you, Jennifer, a card making video as well, so you can watch replay if you just came on. I just did this at the end, but you can go back and see the 4 cards I made, which are not Christmas cards, funny enough, but you can see that part of the video, and I'll explain why I made these cards. And comment, share, like, subscribe, all that stuff to get entered to win these 4 cards. All right, I'm gonna eat lunch. I don't know about y'all. My lunchtime is 11 o'clock Central, so it's past lunchtime. But thank you very much. Thank you, Catherine. Thanks, Linda. I'm glad it was helpful. And Catherine, agree. So sad. All right, well, everyone have a great day, and thank you for sticking with me. I will see y'all next week. Bye-bye.